7 beats.
Yo, it's your boy Wayne the Voice Matthews, the Ariana Dawn, the Weezy F. Beezy, bringing You Got Voicemail to your doorstep. That's right, on a Talk to Me Tuesday, we get a chance for you to chime in, speak your mind, and holler at your boy. We got some great stuff coming your way. Junior, yo, we're going to talk about some great things in youth sports all around the country, as well as unveil the big announcement just for you. Represent your team USA. Rep your team USA. Rep your team USA. Yo, come on in, get settled, get ready to ride. Before we get down into this, we're gonna take care of the breakdown on all of the top people that help bring you voice sports to your doorstep every day. Special shouts out to my girl, the first lady in Voice Sports Universe, the law officers of Sandra M. Douglas, bringing you the best in personal injury, estate, family, and criminal law in D.C., Maryland, Virginia. Give her a call today at 410-685-6181. That's again, 410-685-6181. No matter what your situation is, jump into it hot and heavy. You got somebody that's there for you. Don't get no quarter pointers. I'm telling you, they strike deals, bro. Get you a real lawyer. Get yourself straight. I know many of you don't want to talk about your issues. Of course, we don't want anything to damage you scholastically or any school that you may want to proceed to. Get a real lawyer. Make sure your stuff is clean. You don't want that to stop you from proceeding forward. Many of our juveniles fall victim to stupid things every day. Don't be on that list. Get a lawyer. All right? Now, also, Dynamic Specialized Performance, DSP. Nobody works harder than my man Ferron Carter. Hey, if you need to look further, let's run down the list. Of course, you got the juggernaut job, man Carter doing his thing, already set to go to UVA, ballaholic. Once he gets going, you can't do nothing with him. Then on top of that, you still got great options like my man Biggie straight boxing, bro. Hey, nobody hits harder than my homie, dog. Find out more about Dynamic Specialized Performance today. Go to DSP, dynamicsp.net. Go to the website today. No matter where you are around the country, you can find out more about what Ferron does and building into something great in your student athlete, be it middle school, high school, college, or aspiring to be pro or pro. You know where to go. Dynamic Specialized Performance. Give him a call at 443-306-7016. If you are in the D.C., Maryland, Virginia area, you want to hook up. And now doing their thing out of Gold's Gym, baby. Come on, man. What more do you need to see? Just make sure you check out my page. Just make sure you go to the Voice Sports page. There's no way you are not going to see those 3 letters, DSP. You messing with an icon living, baby. We're going to continue to give it to you raw, dog. Now, along with that, there's a lot of other great personal trainers around the area. We're going to talk about that a little later on in the show. But right now, you got a chance to chime in. Because look, if you don't want to join via the split, any other day they be calling me. Well, now you got the chance to. Give me a call at 301-806-6677 and holler at your boy by phone. You ain't got to be on. We want to talk to you because now on March 7th, you got some great stuff that's getting ready to take place that you have to be hip to, and we're going to get to that in a minute. But don't go nowhere. Also, the third component, the Pro Football Hall of Fame. That's right. The Pro Football Hall of Fame is in the building. And I just embarked on a great journey as the director for the Pro Football Hall of Fame National Ranking List. This video is going to go all around the country to every youth ranking company, every team, every coach, every team mom, every team dad, every student athlete that participates. If you think your team needs to be on this list, I'm telling you, all 50 states will be represented. We are leaving nobody behind. I mess around, start pulling in Hawaii and Europe on y'all. You take too long. I don't want to go into it in a lot of detail right now, but we're gonna do it before the show is over. You got a chance to chime in. We got 3 people in the green room already, so don't go nowhere. Hold on, we'll be with you in a second. Also, when you start talking about great components and great people that back Voice Sports, you got to talk about A2K Apparel, the official uniform provider for the 12th annual Cali Bowl. 12 years in existence, doing their thing and getting ready to bring you the C2C Showcase. That's the coast to coast showcase from east to the west, from north to the south. The best of the best gonna play in front of a microphone here in my mouth. We can ready to put it down. C2C Showcase in Sacramento. Find out more, sign up, register, holler at my man Brent Chris DeRay today. Now, if we're going to talk about the West Coast, we got that. You want to talk about the East, you got to talk about Showtime Athletics. My man Al Spears doing his thing. We getting ready to take over Myrtle Beach, something hot and heavy on the 20th through the 23rd. June will never be the same. Holler at your boy. The Voice will be in the building. Black John Madden is supposed to be on the card. And of course, you know I'm going to have my man Twilight with me. And of course, come on, man. We going to get some great photos. We're going to sit down and talk to some great student athletes. And we looking to send you and the best you represent to Canton to represent at the Hall of Fame. It's going to be an incredible day. Those Power 5 are great, but I'm telling you right now, it ain't over. I'm telling you, you still got to rap with drinkcray.com. Go to www.drinkcray.com, the official sports drink for Voice Sports. That's right, an organic sports drink. Now, I know you sit here and go, Cray, K-R. I ain't never seen it before, never heard of it. Because you have to go out there, and if you're in the DMV, you're only going to find it if you shop at Whole Foods, because it's usually like $3 a bottle. It's official, straight organic, good for you. Many of you like to drink these Gatorades and these Powerades and these Body Armors and all these different drinks in leisure, and it's meant for you to replenish your electrolytes after you work out. If you're going to do that, that's great. Thank you, babe. Hey, in the meantime, Cray brings you some great stuff. Not only is they a great supporter and backer of Voice Sports, but they also back what we do at Pick 6 Academy. So find out more about Drink Cray. Go to www.drinkcra.com. Once you go in, they're going to give you a special acknowledgement section. You type in Pick 6, P-I-C-K, and the number 6, and get 20% off your Cray order. So now you're talking about getting a case for about $18. And if you went to the store and paid for it, you know what I'm saying? So you know how the Voice try to bring you the hookup and bring you the love. Shouts out to Pick 6 Academy doing some great stuff as well over at the Capital Sportsplex every Sunday. And now tag teaming with QB Labs. If you are looking for a position coach, you got everything from the quarterback down to the kicker. Got everything you need. Go to pick6academy.org. That's P-I-C-K-S-I-X Academy. When you're doing the website, you spell a number out. When you're doing the coupon, it's the number. All right? Find out more. We're going to bring it to your doorstep. Shouts out to my man, Coach Panka. If you want to find out more, how to get involved with Pick 6, get your student athletes signed up, go to pick6academy.org or call my man, Coach John Panka at 202-425-4438. You dig where I'm coming from? Let's go to our first guest. Again, if you want to call in, you got the freedom to do so. And we got my man, Coach Carla Hyde in. I got to talk to him. No chaser. Always love to talk to him. You got a chance to rap with us. It's the Talk to Me Tuesday telethon. You can either come in and join this way. You can type your statements in the comments, or you can give us a call at 301-806-6677. They calling me. This time, you won't break the feed up. Let's get ready to get this thing popping. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning to each and every last one of you. Make sure you do your due diligence. That means go back and do your research. We're going to talk about that a little later. Because when it comes to doing your due diligence, there's a lot more to it than just reaching out and asking a coach or asking another peer or asking a coworker. You need to get out here and utilize some of the resources that are right there in your face. And most times, it's right there in the cell phone. You can go to Google, you can go to YouTube, you can research whoever you need to research and get the necessary in here. Let's see if we can holler at my man Johnny Z. Had an incredible, I know I'm being late, but I was having a great conversation with one of the DMV icons, my man, the commissioner, Anthony Nelson. If you haven't seen DMV Red Zone, don't know about killer collaborations, You got to check out my man DMV Red Zone. They do some incredible work. Not only here on the Facebook page, but you go to YouTube, DMV Red Zone, always rocking. And just always a powerful thing to talk to great people in positions that's doing stuff. Um, let's get this thing popping. Let's see if we got Johnny Z coming in. We want to talk to you. We want to know how you feel. The state of Maryland, on March 7th, Delegate Terry Hill has proposed to shut down full contact football related sports from January all the way down to the month of July. Do you think it's fair for the state to tell you when and where you can play football? You got a lot of parents who choose to let their kids participate during the spring because in the fall they want them to focus on their books. If the state of Maryland takes it away from you, you have no option. This whole proposal that takes away the parents' choice to choose what student athletes can partake in and when they partake in it. You never want to lose control, and a lot of times these delegates feel like they're speaking on your behalf. If you don't let them know what you're doing or how they're going to just continue to pass these laws, you got to keep your nose to the ground. You got to stay here, baby. We're going to try to see if I can holler at my man Ferron Carter right here. And, of course, the phone lines is open, 301-806-6677. Tell us how you feel. Talk to the voice. I know for so long, man, we sit here, we had conversations at the barber shop. You might be conversating with people at work. You might be inboxing. You might be messaging. You might be calling. And there's a lot of parents around the country, looking for valuable answers for their student athletes to get better, to find greater plateaus on the youth level. That's what we want to bring to you. We want to help guide you through, because while there's a lot of great things going on, there's some things that need to be addressed or may not be what you look for. There's a lot of different types of showcases. There's a lot of different type of all-star games. Just because it says it's an all-star game doesn't mean it's just about them being great on the field. You got some joints that are designed to emphasize or bring emphasis to the student athletes who got great grades and play this sport or maybe another. So as you continue to go through these different channels and find out more, you have to do your research. So sometimes what we like to do here is not only bring you the people who are planning the events, but bring you the directors, the brain trusts who put them together in the first place so you can get the word from them directly. Shouts out to my man Mark Bildorian. Had an incredible meeting yesterday, and we sat down and talked about some great things involved in the Pro Football Hall of Fame, what's coming up, a lot of different events taking place. You got opportunities to jump on it and take advantage of it as well. Voice Sports, viewing our youth consistently everywhere. Sports is going to bring it to your doorstep. I got the phone line open. We're going to have to check and see what's going on. Good morning. I see my man Coach Rice in the building. What's good? Man, one of the best in the business, man. Mad love to you. Let's see if I can get my man, see if I can get Coach in here one more again. But we can talk about so many different issues. You got March Madness coming up. Who's your favorite college basketball team? Who caught your eye? Is Duke still it now? The big man might be questionable. Yo, how you feel about Antonio Brown being scoped out by the Redskins? Picture that. I'm salty about it as a Steelers fan personally, but I'd love to hear what you think. Along your thoughts on this issue here in Maryland. Uh-oh, here we go. What's up, Coach?
What's up, Coach? Ain't that much.
Glad to have you on the show this morning. How you feeling today?
I ain't feeling too bad. Body a little sore. Was messing with them youngins last night in that gym.
You a little sore?
Yeah, just a little sore.
It's all good.
Got my little stretching to take care of.
Hey, pain comes before the glory, man. I always get to talk to you as one of the great coaches that do a lot of things out here with these young student athletes representing for the Baltimore area. Coach, for many of the people watching at home who may not know anything about you, tell us a little, give us a little background so we can wrap a little bit.
Well, right now I'm just coaching youth football at the Baltimore Stallions, 12U. Um, over the last couple of years, I've been to a few programs. I've worked at a few high schools,
Awesome.
and the bigger thing is I'm just trying to get the kids to stop looking for excuses, man, and hold themselves to high standard and accountability.
Right.
Because we all go through problems in life, you know what I mean? And
Right.
I find out that we do have some coaches out here, that's bigger than just coaches. They more mentors and father figures, and the kids just got to reach out when they need somebody to talk to,
Right.
you know.
Well, how do you feel about the idea that not only did they try and take away full contact football last year, we talked about it in depth, but now they're proposing in the state of Maryland, not just PG, not just Montgomery County, not just Baltimore County, but the state of Maryland, period, that they want to take away full contact football on age levels 14 and under from the months of January to July. What's your thoughts on that? I know you. I know you pondered it at some point in time, and to have it be something that now again is up for debate on March 7th.
I just want to know what else they're gonna take from us. Like it's hard enough as it is, just with having sports, and I think they just need to do their fair share of teaching.
Right,
Because I mean, if they take football away, you look at it like this. We always complain about how many teams it is and things of that nature. Just imagine all them kids with nothing to do and just in the streets doing nothing, you know?
I was talking to a good friend of mine who told me that the Maryland Park and Planning had taken boxing away, and I was like, well, I've seen a lot of boxing taking place under independent entities, but you telling me that they rather take away sports that would encourage conditioning, cardio, working, physical discipline, a lot of the things that come along with that. Like you said, the relationship with the coaches, the relationships with teammates, the interactivity, to be able to get out and be active. If you're going to take this away from our student athletes, then what are you going to replace it with? There's no justification for taking the place. We're going to put this in place.
See, my thing is some of them that say stuff like flag football and things of that nature, but that, like you say, that don't take away that aggression. Like some of these kids need that physical aspect, the release that aggression. You know, I
Yeah,
I don't know. They never really give you a full reasoning why it always seemed like they got a plan behind a plan,
right.
and it don't.
It
It's
just,
no. It's nothing positive. It's all negative.
right. So if you had the
I mean,
opportunity
they
to
just
say,
they just they just open a $35 million juvenile prison down here, like.
yeah,
But none of the Rex is back open. None of the Rex is getting no kind of funding or nothing like that. Like, to me, it just seems like their agenda is to just lock us up and throw away a key.
man,
And that just calling it how it is, man, for real.
hey,
If they ain't trying to lock us up, they trying to let us kill each other. Like, I, there's no other way to look at it, really.
wow, yeah, that's a strong truth when you look at it from that perspective. Let me ask you this: if you had an opportunity to say something in front of the board, what would you say to them in regards to this topic?
Um, See, my approach might be a little bit different because I mean I played football from sixth to college, and then I've been shot in my head. You understand what I'm saying?
Right,
So nothing wrong with this brain. Nothing wrong with this brain here. I mean, I can't say that I don't have, like I say, some issues from what I've been through or whatever. But you know, the things that they try to sort out, like them people might have already had other mental health issues. You know,
right,
they try to use football as the reason why, but you know, I've been through some things, bro, and I know mental health is real. So I think that whatever they was going through, you know, in their mind is why, they done them things that they done. It ain't had nothing to do with football.
Right. Oh man. So
Even with their research, I mean, research is tainted. I would have to do the research myself to be able to see it for some of it, because research be tainted. They're gonna tell you what they want you to to believe.
right. Now I noticed last year when they did it, when they issued the proposal last year, they put some tentative issues on there, and then the actual day of, it was in great detail about what they were really trying to go about doing it and how. Now this proposal here seems like more of a, okay, well, we'll let you keep playing, but we want to take this. You can play from August to December because that's football months, but now no. You got
January,
you got
January to July, something like that. I seen that.
you got something to say they rather opt to play in the spring because the weather conditions are better here on the East Coast. But when you start talking about Florida, Texas, and Cali, they don't have those issues. So why is the attack so heavy on the state of Maryland? And then I don't want to throw in impromptu out there, but I have seen articles you see private correctional facilities because prison trip it's level
I'm trying to hear you now. You kind of going in and out.
I say it kind of bothered me when by the whole issue coming out, and I'm just happy that people are starting to actually come forward and speak, and I appreciate you taking the time to come on the show this morning, man. But
No doubt. I really hope that they really start touching some of the mental health issues, though, man. Because I just want people to look at it like this. Even with all of the professionals, all right, let's say they look at them and say they professionals, they grown men or whatnot, but how many of those people, like you say, they go from having all of the glory and the fame and all of that stuff like that to just being a regular person? Like, so even if they look at high school, even collegiate level kids or whatever, if you always this big star and you mean so much to people, and then once it's over with, people don't look at you the same. You don't think that'll take a toll on your mental?
wow, excellent.
You understand what I'm saying? That's why I be trying to be for real with these kids and tell them the truth, because uh, this sport or any sport will do just like the streets. It'll chew you up and spit you out. 1 minute everybody love you, the next minute don't nobody love you, nobody care about you, whatever. So you got to use whatever avenue that you got to try to get somewhere in life, and whatever you trying to do in life. You this be the avenue. You using that sport to get there. That's it, man.
Right,
The ball gonna stop rolling for everybody.
man.
I've never seen a 70-year-old football player, basketball player, none of that.
Wow.
So
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, my man Coach Carl out here is telling it like it is. You got opportunities to come out here and say something and do something March 7th, man. If you can't do nothing but make your voice be heard, we want to take a lot of the video and a lot of the feeds and kick it back and send it in where these people can actually get an understanding of the fact that the community.
Everybody gotta go down to Annapolis. Is that the day everybody supposed to go to? Annapolis supposed to be the place?
I would love for it to be a powerful showing on the 7th at 1:00. I would love to see it. I remember last year though. Last year they hit the move on us. They changed the actual hearing time like the day before to try and lessen the crowd. So, ladies and gentlemen, please keep your nose to the ground. The minute we hear something, we're gonna let you know. But in the meantime, March 7th at 1 p.m. is going down. And if you don't show up, trust and believe, they're going to drop that gavel and say, yeah, we're going to shut it down. So a lot of you coaches, a lot of you student athletes, a lot of you parents who look to utilize youth sports as not only a form of citizenship, but a means activity, I'm going out to say something. I appreciate you coming on, Coach. You got a message for
All right.
You got a message for the people?
No, not today, man. Not today. You know,
It's all good.
I'm signing off.
My man. Thank you, Coach. Appreciate you coming on. Coach Carl Howdy, ladies and gentlemen, one of the best in the business. Yo, we got to get a chance to talk to the people and let them speak. We want you to use your voice and speak out, man. A lot of great things going on. You got so many different special position. You got some that actually work out and get your body right as a personal trainer. Shouts out to many of the great personal trainers in the area. My man Dewan Ellis, one of the best, along with the Ellis Empire, now continuing to grow as you got Dewan on this side doing DSPCT. And of course, you still got the Edutainment Learning Center with Miss Tanya doing some incredible stuff. And now, woo, Lady TK hitting you off with the Love and Loyalty Apparel line. Find out more about the Ellis Empire. Check them out. Also, check out Youth Avenue Solutions, an incredible page, an outstanding resource here on Facebook. To get in contact with Dewan directly and find out how to get in contact with him is 301-351-8376. And if you're trying to get in contact with Miss Tanya at Edutainment Learning Center, it's 301-292-8588. Both can tell you about love and loyalty, so find out about it from the Ellis Empire today. One of the best that ever done it. Love them always, love them always. Hey, my man Q, let's talk to my man. We rocking today. It's the Talk to Me Tuesday telethon, baby. Hey, I got you, Q. Let me see if we can cue you in here. Also, if you don't want to chime in here, you can give us a call. You can give us a call directly at 301-806-6677. The music may stop, but your voice gonna pop. You get a chance to speak out. We want the world to know what's going on here in the Voice Sports universe, baby. We continue to strive. We continue to strive to get you what you need. Wow. Jamming. Uh-oh, and we got Miss Tanya. Oh, I see Miss Tanya here. Boy, the gang's coming out. All right, for some reason that let me do that. Let's clear all requests. Clear all requests. All right, let's clear that. Why that's not there? Let's get that thing going. All right. Again, shouts out to some great showcases taking place. Of course, my man Al Spears putting it down. The Showtime Athletic Showcase taking place. You got an opportunity to find out more. And if you got issues with getting there, don't sweat it at all. Holler at my boy at Champion Drive Transportation. ChampionDriveTransportation.com at 301-327-8361. Provide you Championship Drive Transportation. Service in D.C., Maryland, Virginia, Delaware, and Pennsylvania, as well as VA. Get to these great showcases and show out like you know how. Hey, the buses will come right to where your team meet up at, take you to the event, get you there, move you around, and bring you on back. Yeah, okay, I see it. So you can't request it. I'll request it myself. Back out and come right back in. Quentin, matter of fact, let me see. Let's see if we add Q. Yeah, back out and then come right back in. We want to give you an opportunity to speak, man. It's cool. Let's see who else we got in here. That's all. My man Rob. Always good to holler at my man Coach Burton. Seen him yesterday. We was out there having a good time, Coach Corner, man. Got the good crab dip on. Got the spicy Italian wings and a good steak. All the good stuff, man. We just had a good time. And my fish bowl drink, doing what we do. But as we continue to do what we do, I want you to do what you do, and that's do your due diligence, baby. Continue to get smarter. Do your homework. I know we say it to our kids that go to school every day. They come home, do your homework, do your homework, do your homework. But most importantly, as adults, we have to do our homework. We got to do back and do our research. Make sure you understand that you're doing your due diligence because your education and your information benefits you. It's okay to source out and ask people this and ask people that. That's good too. But you want to be able to do your
my goodness.
the wing building.
What's up, my good man?
You the only person love, and I'm just nowhere near him.
You said what?
I say I watch your videos. Run no routes.
Hey man, it's hard trying to stay in shape. You know, I'm the young old dude, and you know, in my training group at the lab, so they laugh with me all the time. But it's fun, man. And it's good to be able to show the kids something that they can't do yet, but also help them understand, like, even though I'm old, a lot of it is muscle memory and confidence, and just I know it works. So
right.
And it keeps me young without making me go out and get injured, because you know the way my insurance work set up.
Right.
But yeah, man. So what's going on, man? I hear it's a lot of crazy things going on in the community. I missed a lot at the beginning of the show. So
man,
yeah, you let me know what you want to talk about. It's Talk to Me Tuesday, but you can talk to me.
This is March 7th. Delegate proposed that they shut school contact from January.
You said I'm losing you a little bit. You said January to when?
From January to July.
Wow. So like, there's no way that they could ever really like improve anything, right? So
nothing. Contact football. Training.
Yeah. Wow. I mean, so I think that these things can be, they can be a number of reasons why there are issues, right?
Right.
That's problematic for one, just because, like, how can I keep you from doing your, pursuing your dream and getting better at it? It's kind of like, I think that parents do too much with a child who's a prodigy. So if he plays the piano, he should have, like, no time, and I get it, right? We want our kids to be kids, but it really doesn't hurt them to have something that they strive for, especially if they have people around them who help them strive for it. If they, and I'm not going to say my true opinion in public, but I guess I understand them wanting to cut down on the hitting and the contact, and I get that. That has nothing to do with training. That has nothing to do, like, you don't train in full pads, and so this isn't really about my business or anything. This is about just like kids being able to go out and do organized activities with people who know what they're doing.
Right.
Say that if I play basketball and I play basketball year round, it's not too much stress on my joints. Who says if I overdo anything that is not like, so it's just not fair. And I don't really see the vendetta against, attacking the sport of football in general, especially as, like, you have better helmets now, the kids get hurt less. And we should also just be able to do what your hat says, do our due diligence, and understand that, one, football ain't for everybody. Like, right. It's not. Right. Like, it's not. It's like, let's say it for what it is. Like, it's not. It might not be for your kid. And if he's not good, or he just he's not physical, like, put him in something else, and that's okay. It shouldn't be. I shouldn't want the kids that are really good, to not train during the spring and the summer, so that they can't wash my kid, because one way or another, they'll find a way. So if it's illegal in Maryland, then we'll just train in D.C. and Virginia. They'll still go. So, like, I mean, it's just silly, man. It's silly. You got people who just don't understand, not doing their due diligence and talking to the right people, leading committees that they don't belong on, and then not doing the right thing for their kids or anybody else. Is definitely, and their constituents aren't saying that.
And when you say, okay, what's the stuff
or just hiring somebody individual? I don't have to tell you that that's what I hired this person for. Well, it would come down to me just, like, not posting a video. So,
right.
It's just goofy. Like, we always have known that rules, like, in that sense, like, people always want a competitive advantage. There's a way.
Right. But see that also goes to the retro, because imagine you sitting here as a kid trying to prepare them for let's evaluation for college, high school, and you out there video a cop pull up, you gonna get a ticket.
Right.
What are they gonna get a citation?
I'm gonna take it a step further, because you had mentioned things that like really relate to sports. So like maybe a lot of people, like that's their emphasis and focus. That's not mine. So for I don't agree with that, Holly. They could wrestle and do some things that help their leverage. They don't necessarily have to like train per se. But that's another conversation, and we're not going to talk about that as we talk about this issue. But with like the reason why we're training is it's about kids learning about trusting processes, understanding if I want something, it's not going to be immediate. Like, and just because I go to the guy who's the best at this doesn't mean that I'm going to be the best. I have to follow the plan. I have to trust the people that I have at my disposal to help me get better and whatever the craft is that I want. So, I'll give you a better example. I had a kid that one of the first kids I started training, he doesn't play football anymore, but he's going to college on a music scholarship at a school where they only accept 20 kids a year. And because I seen that guy, when he put football down, that he was able to establish the same work ethic to his drumming. And this kid drumming all day. So the same videos that we would post with his footwork, my man is drumming all night. So annoying his parents, but they appreciate the investment that he put in himself. So he took responsibility for his greatness. And so that's the thing that we were really, sports not about the sport. Like we all recognize that the body fails us at some point. It's less about going to preparing for college and more about preparing them for life.
Right.
They have to have something in place that allows them to be like, yeah, that makes sense. How many people you talk about? How many successful people say they learn the most lessons from their sports coach? A particular one that showed them how to work hard, and how to be accountable. Like I learned all those things playing sports. I didn't learn them at school.
Oh man, breaking through that laziness barrier.
Right.
You
And expectations and entitlement barrier. I don't care who your parents are. I don't care how much money your parents got. Kid parents could pay me $100,000 a year. I can't ensure that they're gonna be great if they don't do the work. The kid has to be held accountable to take responsibility for themselves. You can't do that if you cut out things like training. And it's not fair. It's not fair to eliminate those things.
It's going to be an interesting thing. People get together. Many come out. Last year we had a lot of issues. Completely not. I think you kind of understand that even though they just you can come back and change, repropose this.
Coach Gregory Clark, he just posted on your timeline. Is no way to cut it all out, because it is. I do think that it's an attack on sports, and I think there's a attack on like intellectual individuals who don't value value athletics, and I think that that's a symptom of the trophy. Give everybody a trophy. I want my kid to feel special, instead of like allowing them to understand like you can't be the best, but you can still be a good teammate. You can still be a part of the team. You can still, I've been on teams where captains don't necessarily play the most, but they're dependable. And they can kind of learn that you can get other opportunities from doing things. Like, obviously, we talk about it all the time. Like, a lot of the NFL coaches weren't the best players on their team, but they understand the game, play it at a high level. Understand it at a high level and can teach it. So there are other things that it can give to you other than pure, immediate satisfaction. Like, it's not going to happen. Like, I talk to my kids all the time. You're going to go to college. Some of my best friends, some of the greatest guys that I still keep in contact with, that I played with in college, are walk-ons. because there's no way that I would have played college football without a scholarship. But they love the game so much that they kind of like checked me. That their presence being there kind of checked me. Like, man, I got opportunity. I gotta keep grinding. So like, everybody in a team has a value, and sometimes you gotta allow your kid to learn how to be a bench rider, so that when they get into their expertise, then they can be great, and they know how to treat the people who need to come along. Like, everybody has a place. Like, just because I'm the greatest player, don't mean I get to treat people bad. And so, like, that's the part where sports do have a function in leading to a better society at large. And that's one of the things that I think that we need to promote when we go to these types of town hall events, is we need to talk about what sport has done to help our kids become better people. What skills did these sports lend us to be able to just be better human beings, to be better employees, business leaders, impact our communities, so on and so forth, just to be selfless. Like, those things are very understated. You know what I'm saying? So each sport has a different lesson to learn, and we can't allow. I think that if you coach basketball, like Coach Greg said, if you coach basketball, lacrosse, you should be at that meeting too, because that's not cool.
Right. It's got to a point where Coach and that was not all students do have that exert all that extra as a young kid, constructive way to exert. And I think one of the students, me being a big guy, being a taught me how to control.
Right.
One thing to be and just bully the nuances for different techniques that you know, so this is great.
And just like I can show a small kid that there's a way to defend yourself, you can put that big guy down. Yeah.
You're gonna definitely. If you had the opportunity in front of the.
I'm losing you, Wayne. I think my my internet connection is bad.
If you had an opportunity to say something to the board.
The impact that football has made on my life, and other sports too, has been far beyond me having the opportunity to go play college football. It's exposed me to see parts of the country and meet different people that don't look like me and don't come from my background, and just learn things that just circumstances I wouldn't have been in. It also, I think, it made me a good person. Like, I think that it taught me to see value in other people. It taught me to appreciate people. It taught me how to lead, and like, none of those things have anything to do with actually playing the game. It taught me, what consistency and hard work can get me. It helped me understand like what the difference of committing to myself in a year, what it can make. I mean, there is a multitude of lessons, and I can go on and on. I could take up the time in the town hall telling you what football has done for my life personally, but I can also tell you that there are a ton of people who come from environments that you don't want to be in, that get opportunities to do things like play in Brazil and play in Europe, and see the world, things that they never would have had an opportunity to do had they just not been blessed with those athletic gifts and the desire to just do it. And it also allowed them to share some experiences with people who just couldn't fathom. I think that just playing football, it allowed me to be some to people where I've opened their eyes and have broke down walls and stereotypes they believed in. I think all of those things are important. This is a social tool. Sports is about equity. And we, you know, in the Me Too movement and all of these other things where we talk about equity in society, I think that we cannot eliminate sports from that because it's a big way that we are able to get environment just because of like interests. You know, rich, poor, white, black, Asian, like all types of people like sports. And this is where we come together for a common goal without any prejudices. And a lot of times you see kids come from maybe prejudiced backgrounds or, you know, where some bigotry might be in their household and they learn to check their parents like, nah, they're not like that. Like these people are like that. Let's meet them where they are and seek people. He was like, but, you know, and check them. And you see kids help their parents grow up. All of these things are a result of sports. You know, they get exposed. The parents get exposed to other parents that they might feel like they rough around the edges. They're like, man, they just care about their kid, just like I do. Yeah. So I mean, like I said, I could go on and on and on, but this is not where I don't know what the rhyme or reason is, and it can't just be safety because there's some other things that we can do to make the game safer, and they maybe even a mandate that.
Even though safety about the sport where we don't most people they don't keep track of the stat, quarterback percentage, yards. Well, how can you tell me you kept track of how many?
I can't hear you.
I was like,
man, I was. Yeah, you know, I'm gonna have to get back on when I got better Wi-Fi, and I'm gonna call you. Cool. I'm gonna get off and I'm gonna hit you in the chat, and then I'll call you.
Yeah, there you go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, my man Q Brown, Wing Builders, and QB Lab chiming in, dropping some serious knowledge on the subject. We're gonna see if we can get business, you know. But this is something that I think all of us really got to address, and to see so many different coaches and different capacities of it coming into play. You got some student athletes who, if it wasn't for sports, they probably wouldn't even trip off school. I know it's a terrible thing to say it that way, but it's kind of rough. I'm looking at this posting comment my man Rodney Scott said, do you think high schools have an obligation to not only develop kids athletically, but also to develop those kids who struggle academically? Are the schools interested in winning or developing a well-rounded person? Hey, Rodney, I would tell you this. I would like to believe, Quentin, the number is 301-806-6677. 301-806-6677. And to answer your question, I would say I would like to believe that every high school coach would take on the challenge. I would say that's a good word for it. I would like to think that every coach at every high school would take on the challenge of cultivating student athletes, not just into great players on the field, but into great people. Now, if you come across a student athlete, whether they're good on the field or not, I would believe that most coaches would pursue them advancing academically. I would like to believe that. In a perfect world, yes. But I will tell you this, I imagine that there are some schools who care more about you doing what you gotta do on the football field and in the classroom. They calling me. Is my man Q?
Yes, sir.
All right, there we go. We're gonna pick Q up on the phone line. Now I know my question to you as we was getting ready to shift away, and we ran into them technical difficulties was, how do you think it plays or applies to some of those students who probably wouldn't take school as seriously if it wasn't for sports? I know it's a bad thing to say. I know it's a bad thing to say and condone, but it happens.
But is it? I think that sometimes, like, we want people to have priorities, right? And the fact of the matter is, like, our interest is what sometimes makes kids take things seriously. Some parents have the ability to instill in their kids that school is important and they could see the end of the tunnel. But the fact of the matter is, a lot of us have to have something important attached to it in order for it to be real. And for me, it was kind of like, okay, well, I love football enough where school is not going to take it away. And then I started to discover things that I was passionate about, around school and things that could be a career for me. And then, school got a little more serious, where it became an actual priority for me. I don't think that it's unfair to. I do think that it's unfair to tell a child, like, that's basically say that's stupid that you take school seriously because of football. Because just as seriously, right? Like I tell kids, hey, well, if you think that you want to go to the NFL and that's important to you, one of the things that you should still do is go to school and get a business degree. So maybe you don't have to have so many people in your pocket taking your money, or you understand how to, diversify your portfolio and maximize your value and things like that, or marketing, so you can be branded. Find something that you like to do. I don't care if it's photography. It's like this sport is going to be finite, so make sure that you're not the only person. Make sure that you're not the only person. Not you yourself. Like, everybody else uses it. So you better make sure you can too. And that's going to happen like that for people in life. I don't care if you're smart. I don't care if you play music. If you have something to offer people, people are going to take advantage of it. And you should be in position to maximize what it is that you are able to get out of it.
Wow. Hey, as I know as you talked about it already, being as a personal trainer and a former athlete yourself, we often talk about the relationships that most players have with their coaches. If you're talking about taking away January through July, do you think that really will impact the student athletes or the communities? Because now these student athletes aren't getting that extended mentorship beyond their parents. Now they go back to where do they spend their time, what are they reading, what are they watching, and I think it adds more of a challenge to things, because in them taking away full contact football, there's nothing in this proposal that says, well, we're going to invest greater money in boxing, or we're going to invest more money in wrestling. We're going to none of these. There's no option given other than we taking it away. And if you taking it away,
do you know where this delegate is from?
Terry Hill is from here. From what I haven't done any full research as far as her origins, but I can imagine by putting this proposal together, that she's doing this in the auspices that someone told her or gave her messages or sent her messages that would imply that, yeah, football is a problem. There's no way that you're going to sit here and take one person's opinion and impose it on everybody. But this goes back to doing your due diligence as a voter, because when the voting process comes down the line, many of you parents, many of you watching at home, need to do more than just look at whether they're a Democrat or a Republican when you vote. And you got to do research on what they stand for. And these people come into office as a reflection of you or a representative of you. And if they don't reflect or represent your views, we as a community have to go out and voice it. So these are the things that I want to turn people's attentions to, along with everything else. I know most people want their student athlete to be active. They want them to be great. I've never met a parent who didn't think their kid was a Hall of Famer. I feel you on that. We want to try and get clarity on it before the state takes it away. Now, once again, I know I said it before we went to the break, but I'm going to ask you now, how do you think they can possibly base taking away football on the emphasis of it being healthier or it being a health risk in a sport where we don't even keep track of the rushing yards or the quarterback's rating? Most people forget the record unless you went undefeated. Most people care less what your record was last season or 2 seasons ago. So how are you telling me that you got the information? You got enough information to shut it down, saying it's unsafe, but I can't even tell you how many touchdowns was thrown last year. So where are you getting your information from?
I don't really see the rhyme or reason. Like sometimes it comes down to like you said, she took somebody's word for it. Somebody presented her with some evidence that said, this sport is dangerous. And she made her watch a concussion movie without doing her full research on that, because there's been some things that have come out to say that that information isn't completely accurate, and all of it. I mean, listen, I think that sometimes when we talk about America and you have to be willing to. We have to be willing to understand that this is America, right? You can make your own choice for your own children without feeling like the government has to step in and tell me what my kid can do.
Right.
If my kid wants to do it and I feel like it's safe, I can get my kid the best helmet and pads that the money can buy, then I should be able to do that.
Right. I think that there's a lot of parents who want just what's best for their kids, and this situation right here could be vexing to some. And we want to do what we can to change it, man. March 7th at 1 p.m. is the proposal is going to be heard. I would love for you to come out if you can. If you can't, I understand. But for many people who had a chance to just hear what you had to say today, Q, I would hope it would be eye-opening and be something that would spark dialogue within our communities as we continue to share this around the country, man. I'm so proud to have you as a part of the Voice Reporters, man, and I can't wait to hook up with you, man. You coming up to the Combine in Pennsylvania?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure if we got a lot going on, but if I can, I will. On the 7th as well, but I hope that someone can echo the sentiments that I raised. Let's kind of take control of our own lives and be able to do the things that we think that's for our own children and our own community. And, if she wants to introduce that and outlaw that based on her constituent needs, she can do that in the area that she serves.
Wow. Hey, well spoken and well said. Ladies and gentlemen, again, Quint Brown, Wing Builders in the building, QB Lab, always doing their thing. Where can people get in contact with you if they want to find out more about Wing Builders and how to hook up with the lab and get right?
Go to the lab page, follow Gregory Clark, me as well, and reach out to me for any information. And you can reach me if you want to just reach me directly. You can send me an email at wingbuilderqb@gmail.com.
Outstanding, man. I appreciate you taking the time to come on the show and talk today, Q. We got a wrap, man.
All right, my friend. We'll talk soon.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, there you have it.
All right,
Wing Builders on, my man Q Brown, putting it down. Hey, we going to keep this thing pumping. Hey, we already at the 1 o'clock hour, and we got some great people set to come on, man. Again, if you are a team, rep your Team USA. Go to the Voice Sports Universe page if you would like to make sure your team is not missed when we put together this Pro Football Hall of Fame national ranking list. Yes, your boy is the director for it. We want you to be able to reach out and let us know about your team. Don't come at me just with the controversy. I know it's going to come. I know there's going to be people that's going to come from me and say, how would that team get to be number one? Why my team ain't on it? There's very easy steps that we can talk about to be able to add and apply your team to this great national ranking list, because it will go around the country. The Pro Football Hall of Fame Academy is putting it down, and I'm going around and I've gotten some of the best guys who work in ranking around the country. And we still got some great people yet to meet as we continue to go on. But we want you to be honest. We want you to be sincere. We need video, and I need to see I need to go back and be able to see how you stack up in your division, in your league, and how everything plays out. The true challenge to actually doing a national ranking list is making sure, one, everybody has a voice, a chance to be heard, a chance to be seen, a chance to be ranked. Many of you may not be in our contact range, but you have have an open door to be so. Reach out to us at the Voice Sports Universe page. Shoot us something in the inbox or hit me up directly as the director for the Pro Football Hall of Fame Academy. We're going to get this thing right, and we're going to put it out there. I want to do the top 25. I said 50, but 50 leagues is so broad that it might lose its prestige. So to say the top 25, similar to the college BCS, makes more sense to me. So if you representing for 7U, 8U, 9U, 10U, 11U, 12U, 13U, 14U, or 6th, 7th, and 8th grade unlimited, get ready to rock with the best. Shouts out to some of the best in the business that help and support what we doing. Shouts out to my man Darian T. Green and the Seal. Shouts out to Anthony Commish Nelson, DMV Red Zone. Shouts out to my man Kenny Long, putting it down always for Texas. Shouts out to my man, the Highland announcer, Richard Andrade, and of course, hey, the announcer champions, my man Jim Cooley, doing some great things. Mad love to my man Jonathan Letterman, who's doing things in Florida. I can't wait to talk to him, as well as my man Wallace McIntosh, doing some great stuff, not only on the 7-on-7 level, but as we continue to talk more throughout the course of this month, we're going to wrap some things up. I'm telling you right now, March 14th, I'm not doing the show. I'm just not. I just won't. I'm just not. March 14th, I'm not doing a show. That's my birthday gift to me. I'm going to lay low. So if you want to hook your boy up, go to Cash App, send me a joint at $ The Voice Reporters. Hey, man, I do lunch on you. Holler at your boy. Hey, we going to have a great show. We want you to be able to come out and put your words together accordingly. We also want you to know that the registration for Sports Combine in Pennsylvania is open. Go to www.thehorsemansportsgroup.com. The Horseman Sports Group. THSG.com. Holla at my man Ray. Holla at my man Ray Del Rio, Vanessa's son. Holla at your boy. Holla at your boy. Holla at your boy. Congratulations to many of the great student athletes on the 8th grade level who have found out that they have been chosen and selected and approved to go to some great schools all over the D.C., Maryland, Virginia area, as well as where you may be around the country. Congratulations, many of you are going to be moving up to the next level and going up to the next level to do some spectacular things. Voice Sports here, viewing our youth consistently every year. Sports is out to look, see, and support. Man, make sure you go to the website at www.drinkcray.com, DRINKKRA, drinkcray.com, and find out more today. Make sure you go in, and when you get the special number 6 and get 20% off of your order. Hey, and have it mailed straight to your doorstep. Hey, Voice Sports bringing you drink, as well as pick6academy.org. You want to get right, you want to hook up with some of the best position coaches around the DMV, holler at my man Coach John Pank at 202-425-4438. Get right, get straight. Holler at your boy. Also, if you're looking to go to some of the great tournaments, showcases, and things of that nature all around the East Coast, if you're familiar with the East Coast, you're on the East Coast, be on the move. We're going to get out here and land and check out some of these students. Now, they calling me. What's going on?
What's happening?
Oh, my man Big Chuck. What's going on, Chuck?
What's going on with you?
Nothing much, man. Sitting here doing the show. Glad to hear you call in, man. What's good? I want to hear something about this Blacksmith Athletics, though. What's up?
I'm rolling, man. So the Tri-County Storm, where are they located?
Right there in Frederick. Holler at my man J.J. Bittner or John Helmer, right there. They're in Frederick. They changed it to the Tri-County because they wanted to be able to expand their reach beyond Frederick. So I got you.
Do they have a page?
Yes, sir. I tell you what, I'll forward you the information. I'll forward the information to your box.
All right, that'll work.
My man. How you doing?
I'm doing all right, man.
How Miss Nancy doing?
Straight.
Miss Nancy
It's
good?
good. They miss football, but they understand why they stopped it.
Oh man, no Outlaws this year?
Nah, I tried my best to talk them out of it for the last 3 years. It's just that these older guys just don't have no, they don't have no dedication. They don't like practice.
Oh man, I imagine that could be challenging. I noticed when I looked at the ECFA opening day, I was like, hold up, why this thing don't say the Outlaws? Y'all they must be having a special game somewhere else. And I was like, man, let me holler at Coach Benner. And I know y'all was talking about it, and I know it was heavily debated. I didn't think you were actually, I think I said,
man.
yeah, I know how much you love the game, man. We just spent too much. We done spent so many great days in the press box, man. I hate to see that go like that.
Hey, I still see you, man.
Okay.
I'm still helping with the league, so I'll see you, man.
Okay, there we go.
This kid, man, is a good kid. I mean, I don't know if they deal with baseball, but he's like a two-sport guy.
Oh, wow.
This kid is good.
I tell you what, let's get that. I'm gonna get you that information so we can get him right. I'm very curious to see and hear more. It's not often the great Chuck Benner called me and go, "Yo, this one was special." That must be.
He's a good kid and smart as I don't know what, like straight A type dude.
Oh man, yeah, we gonna get you right, Frederick. Y'all got a star coming. He's ready to shine, man. I can't wait. I can't wait to see him, man.
I appreciate you.
Always. Hey, you be good. Tell Miss Nancy I said what's up.
Will do.
Man. Wow. Tough to imagine a sideline without Coach Chuck on it. Man, so many years I've called the Maryland Outlaws games the past 3 seasons. And whether Chuck was in the press box with me or on the sideline, a huge inspiration, not only to the players on the team, but to many of the people who respect the history and his works, not only with the Maryland Outlaws, but semi-pro football as well, ECFA, and a lot of the great semi-pro leagues. We're going to give you a chance to find out more about a lot of the semi-pro teams and a lot of the leagues in the area as the ECFA spring kickoff starts not but a couple of weeks away. Don't take your eyes off the prize because the Virginia Mutiny opens up March 16th. The Voice will be in the building, Potomac High School. Get out there. I'm going to get you the times. I'm going to let you know what's going on. I'm telling you, it's going to be a spectacular event. Voice Sports, take it back to the press box March 16th. Make sure you get out to Potomac High School, the one in VA, not the one over here behind Oxon Hill. Potomac High School out in VA. That's where the Mutiny play. Hey, we want to keep you going. We're going to get you right. We getting ready to have some great football. If you're looking for somebody to call your game, bring some attention to your team, add to the advertising of what goes on with that team, the prosperity that comes from having positive reinforcement coming from the press box, you know how we do. And on top of that, I play the hottest jams. And of course, come on, baby. It don't get more official than the Weezy at VZ. There you are, down in it. Come on, man, we bombing it. Mad love to you all. Again, special shouts out to the great people who helped bring you got voicemail on this Talk to Me Tuesday. We had a chance to talk about some great things with some great guests. Shouts out to my man Q Brown. Not only came on once but twice, but gave us the opportunity to show you the diversity that we are taking You Got Voicemail into the next level, where you can either chime in the split screen, you can chime in the comments, or you can call in directly at 301-806-6677. during the showtime, and we can bring you in on the audio, and you can speak without being seen. So if you at a desk and got something on your mind, you sitting at work, you can still chime in and have your voice be heard. But I will insist that on March 7th, you make your way out to Annapolis and make sure you get called. Make sure you let them folks see that you care about your youth football, because they trying to take it. It's not a game. It's not a joke. Ain't nobody trying to go that route. All right? So what I want you to do is take advantage of today, have an incredible time. Speak about some of the topic matters we had on discussion. I know we touched on bases on who's your favorite college basketball team. That's cool. We touched bases on the whole Antonio Brown thing in the Redskins. That's cool too. We even talked a little bit about the whole Jason Witten make the Dallas Cowboys a Super Bowl team. I should have asked Coach Chuck, a true Dallas fan. I'd have probably found out. These conversations are great to have, something to spark quality conversations. But I will tell you this, if you are in the state of Maryland or any state around the country, just because we are going through it and you're not going through it right now, trust and believe you need to start putting those resources in place and getting your peoples together, because these states are coming after you sports. I agree with Q, and I also agree with Coach Cowley, and that is that it got to be some kind of vendetta against football when we talk about subconcussive blows. Subconcussive blows can come from pillow fighting. Some of you suffer subconcussive blows when you walk out the house and slip on that black ice trying to get to your car. Some of you suffer subconcussive blows in your bathroom. You're getting in and out of the shower, slipping. Yo, I've seen it happen 1,001 times, but that does not mean football was the catalyst for it. We have to get out. You have to use your voice. Also, rep your team USA. Rep your team. Get in contact with me when you see this video. Whether you hit me up in the inbox through Messenger or you go to the Voice Sports Universe page. Let us know about your team. If you're coming off an undefeated season last year and you feel like your 7U, 8U, 9U, 10U, 11U, 12U, or 14U should be recognized in the Pro Football Hall of Fame's national ranking, top 25, holler at your boy, the Arion Dom. Holler at your boy, the Weezy. We're going to put it out there and we're going to get you right. We got some things we want to talk to you about, and we want to build the database that's going to put all kind of greater stuff in your face, not just tomato paste. Holler at your boy. Real talk. We got a couple more people in the green room. I see my man Coach Twilight in here. Let's see if we can holler at my man Rob Burton at Coach's Corner Grill. No answer for live video guests, and that's all good. Once again, thank you, Rob, for the hospitality, the love, the courtesy, and everything that was shown as we came out there. My man Hall of Fame Chris Hamer was up from Carolinas, and my man Twilight came down from Pennsylvania. So we converged on a lot of great stuff yesterday. Not only had some great meetings with my man Mark, but then turned around, went out Coach's Corner, got a little celebration. We saw the video, we put it up there. I want you to be right. Shouts out to my man John Letterman. I see you put a note in there. You say, stop for lunch. I've been out collecting donations for the American Cancer Society. Hey, John, nobody goes after raising funds for the needy like you, man. I thought I was good, but you great. Shouts out to my man Jonathan Letterman doing incredible things for youth sports right there. Yeah, I can resend it. I see my man Coach Pang in his John. Yeah, let's holler, my man. I know you're probably busy, but we're going to get this thing going. Remember, youth sports impact you. It might impact you directly, but it does. Make sure you get on one to speak up. Pang! What's going on?
Wayne, what's going on?
Hey, man, I'm trying to keep it popping, man. So many great people chiming in, man. How you doing today?
I'm doing well, man. Getting ready to pack up and head out to Florida for a week, man. So I'm trying to get myself together here, but I'm doing well.
Oh, you going to Florida? You can take all the cray with you? You taking all the cray with him?
Nah, man. I actually dropped off some stuff to my man Savoy last night, a couple cases last night, so we can get it in Sunday, man. I got some cases here. I just pulled up. I'm looking at some cases.
Boy, I like cases.
Yeah, I got told you, man, we got to hook up so I can bring you a couple, man.
Yeah, let's do.
I know you.
No, you
Fruit punch is
tan.
on. Huh?
You ready to go get you a tan.
I need to, bruh. I need to, man, for real. I need to get some sun in my life, man. Golly. Um, I'm just pulling up. Bad. I'm just pulling up. About to come to the house. What's going on?
Man, just giving the public the opportunity to speak out in regards to the proposal on the 7th, man. They talking about taking away contact football related sports on ages
Yeah,
14
I
and
know.
under. July, man, give people a chance to speak out.
Yeah, I've heard about that, man. I know we talked about it a couple days ago.
Yeah,
I know it's the 7th. I know people are going to come out and talk about it and see what's going on. Again, we had talked about it before. I think it's something that, Quentin talked about it in detail. I think it's something that needs to be addressed on a bigger scale than just shut it down from January to July.
I would love to see it addressed once and for all, and not okay. We got past it, and then next year they're gonna say, okay, well maybe we need to just make 2 months mandatory in between play. It always finds to tweak it.
Yeah, I think there's a happy medium for everybody. I would think, I think everyone needs to be in the know of exactly what the legislation they're trying to do. They're trying to pass, and get a better grasp of, again, there's no facts in place. There's nothing there.
Oh, that's nice right there. See, look at that subliminal branding.
No, I just came up to the I had to get on my laptop, man, and my tablet. I'm up in the office right now, so
yeah, I can dig it.
Yeah, so I'm just setting up shop. I got a conference call at 2:00. I gotta get on.
Okay.
But let's see.
Let's talk a little bit about Academy. Let's talk a little bit about Pick Six Academy, and for those people who watch and have heard so much, how can they go about getting on, and what are the scheduled dates that you guys typically work out with student athletes? Let's talk about that. That's perfect.
Well, now let me go back to the youth football thing we were talking about. I'm trying to get situated here. Yeah, I think it's something that needs to be addressed on a larger scale. In the state of Maryland. Again, I know we talked about it. Like, where is it going to end? Where is it going to stop? From January to July is a long period of time. I know for us on a high school level, we're getting it in the weight room, and then we're starting to get ready for 7-on-7s in April. Around that April time.
Right.
Evaluation period starts April 15th. So you got college coaches coming out. We're out there running around doing drills. It's non-contact, but we're still working our getting ready for 7-on-7 tournaments. So I mean, we're on the field. Accidents can happen there. College football, they're getting ready for spring practice. They have I think it's 15 practices they can have within a certain amount of period, and some of them are, shells only, and there's non-contact. But I mean, they got spring ball going on now too. I mean, it started in a lot of college campuses right now.
Right.
But it's controlled, and they have a certain amount of practice they're allowed to have, and I know there's a rule: 50% has, or 65% has to be non-contact, whatever it may be. So I mean, if we can find a happy medium somewhere in there where for the youth sports, January through July, we still have practice, we still have pads, and maybe some more of a controlled environment. It's something where it could be a happy medium for all, instead of just saying, hey, we're just going to stop it from January to July. That doesn't make any sense.
Right, and not replace anything or subsidize anything. It's crazy. But for many of the student athletes who watch at home, and I know we get a chance to talk often, and I love it. I want them to get a greater grasp of what Pick Six Academy brings to the table for them as options for them in the future. If they want to get better, how would they go about talking to you, and what is it exactly Pick Six brings to the table that would make it a commodity to somebody watching at home?
I think again, we're a lot different than some other workout or training sessions or training, I guess, companies or whatever you want to call them. And no disrespect to anyone else. I think we just have a different take on it, because I think we're
I don't know about what everyone else has going on. I think we're probably one of the only in places where you can go where you can get actual high school coaches that are coaching every day on the highest level. There's some that I'm not saying that, but people are arguing that's the highest level in high school football in the area with the WCAC, MIAA, that we do it every day. And we're in the fold every day. It's not something we just do one day a week. We are constantly in the fold right now. A lot of people are going through that admissions process where those eighth graders, they're all saying, hey, I'm going to Gonzaga or St. John's or Gilman or Loyola
Right.
Blakefield. You're posting that stuff. So we're all in the mix of that stuff right now. So we are
Right.
non-stop, constant, hands-on with the application of high school football, then high school football to college. And it's not something that we could say we're just going to make it up. It's no, we're in the thick of things every day on both spectrums of high school admissions, high school football, from high school to make the transition to college, and even now, so we're getting that transition of college into NFL and the CFL. So we're getting guys prepared for CFL tryouts next month, or shoot, this month, March 16th. We got a guy training with us now, getting ready for a CFL tryout. We had a guy training with our D-line coach getting ready for his pro day. So now we're making that transition into those type of avenues. So we're kind of growing in that aspect. So I think when we say we can give you everything from middle school to professional, we can give you everything from middle school to professional, which I think kind of makes us stand out amongst others. As far as that, and as far as where the academic the academic portion of it, we have all the information to get them qualified for, the NCAA eligibility requirements. We got all the information for that, and then we also know the process of getting you into a parochial or private high school. So we have all that information, open houses, admissions, shadow dates, how many shadow dates you're allowed, for the middle school kids, and they're going into, college. Hey, you got to have a 2.3 core GPA or 16 core courses, 2.3 GPA in the school courses. Minimum SAT score of 970 or 980, I think it is, 2.3. And, getting you geared up for those core courses. So we don't just do the training portion of it. That's part of what we do, but we provide everything that we can to our student athletes that come through Pick Six Academy.
Wow. Yeah. And that's awesome. Most times people are looking, parents are looking for those resources, those informations. And when I finally had a chance to see the emphasis of what Pick Six put into it in conjunction with what we do here at Voice Sports, I was like, that's a bong bong. That's a perfect win right there. I would love I was excited when we spoke and you said something about the combine, and I was like, man, I would love to really see the symposium portion that you guys ran be presented to some of the parents in Pennsylvania, because the rulings are pretty much the same, but the information is universal to many of the people, and the necessities is there. So I'm excited about it. I want to continue to try and gear people that watch towards Pick Six Academy. What and you cover all positions on the field, right?
We do, yeah, we do defensive back. That was, matter of fact, that was Coach Mitchell from Gonzaga just texted me, so I kind of paused on there for a minute. But
They calling you?
that's my boy, man. Yeah, so Mitchell. So speaking of that, Mitchell from Gonzaga does our D line. He just texted me, and he was asking about Coach Savoy. So Coach Savoy is our receiver coach. He's at St. John's College High School in DC. We have running backs, Coach Antoine Bailey at Sidwell Friends. You have myself that's doing the DBs, and then we have new to the staff, because as quarterback coach is Coach Maurice Woody. He's over at Northwest High School in Montgomery County. I think they're a 4A powerhouse over there.
Right.
And then, we have Coach Prey that does our camera angles. So we got cameras all over we got cameras everywhere that's filming. And he's at Moray School in DC. He also helps out with the D line. And then we have Coach Rod Chapman for Bishop McNamara High School over in Forestville in the WCAC. And he helps out with the receivers. And he'll help out with, just for every position, because Chap's the OG. He's the original. He actually coached 1AA football a couple years ago at Morgan State. So he can chime in wherever he can fit in. So he's there just, giving an extra hand. So we cover those are the positions that we cover. And we do a really good job of getting them in, getting some work in. We go from about an hour and 15 minutes, and we end up with one-on-ones. And we have kids all the way from college that are in college on spring break all the way down to 7th graders. So,
and the interesting part is, along with all of those star-studded coaches that you already have within Pick Six Academy, now you guys partner with QB Labs. So you know you got great quarterback coaching, DB coaching. My man Q Brown was just on. So many great aspects for you to utilize, ladies and gentlemen. Find out about QB Labs as well as pick6academy.org. When you do the website, it's Pick 6, S-I-X, spell it all the way out. The only time you use the 6 is when you're using the Pick 6 gratuity on drinkcray.com, the website.
Right. And that was just to keep it simple.
Yeah, of course. And that's just so you can show Cray deliver straight to your house. I'm trying to give me something.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna share something with you too, Wayne. I'm up in the office. I think you're gonna like this. I think you're gonna like that.
What you know about Sean Davis, boy?
You
know about Sean Davis?
Yeah, I coach Sean. I coached Sean all 4 years in high school. We're still cool.
I know that's right.
Yeah, that's my man.
So. I think I like this guy.
Sean was I coached him from his all 4 years in high school, and we stayed in touch. Of course, when he was at Maryland, and we still touch bases every now and then and make sure everything's kosher. So he's one of the guys that when I first started coaching, he's one of my first guys, man. So that's how I'm aging myself there, of course, but
I won't say that.
So yeah, 9th grade, man, that kid came in the 9th grade, and man, I had him since 9th grade, and as you can see where he is now, he's going into his 4th year as an NFL, starter, 2nd round pick, and people have asked me like, hey man, how does it feel for one of the first kids you coached to actually play for the Steelers? I just happened to be a coincidence. I'm like, nah, man, that's God. No one can control that. It didn't work out that way. It was, our path crossed a long time ago, and that's how it worked out. Another part of I got another picture of Sean, but I don't want to show it when he's in high school. I don't want to embarrass him. But it's sitting up in the office too, man. I can show you.
That's the one with you. That's the one with you and the little glasses, the Peabody Jones.
Nah. It's actually a team picture. But he's right there, smack dab in the middle of it. I think he's a sophomore in this picture, and I got it in the office, man. But I don't want to put him on blast like that. Show him his 10th grade picture. I'm not gonna do that. That's for my eyes only until someone comes in here and sees it. But
I know that's right. So for those people who watching at home and want to get involved, what days do Pick 6 Academy work out, and where you working out at? I know I would say it, but you hear it now. I give a chance to hear it from the man himself.
Now, we're working on a Friday Night Lights, Wayne. We're working on a Friday Night Lights in Rockville with the Quarterback Lab. We gotta put it together. So we're working on Friday Night Lights starting beginning of mid-March, not this Friday, but maybe next Friday, and do it every other Friday going into April at Rockville. But we're going to keep it on the low. But that's something in the works, Friday Night Lights. But right now we have Sundays. Huh? What's that again?
You should let us cover it, interview the participants.
You can, man. We gotta set it up for it. We gotta make sure it's good to go. But once we stamp it and say, all right, we're going Friday Night Lights, then yeah, man, we'll definitely have you come in and do whatever you need to do. Okay. But yeah, currently I see you, man, Acrobat. Currently,
hey, man, down and I hit my curtain.
Nah, it's all good. Man.
Yeah. It's all good. Go ahead.
Yeah. Capital Sportsplex at 10011 Good Luck Road over in Glendale, Maryland. We're from noon to about 1:15, and we go with the Quarterback Lab from about 1 to 1:15, and we conduct our one-on-ones with Quarterback Lab, our guys and their guys. And we have like I said, we have cameras from all angles, and we provide the film, which I have to do before I get up out of here to all our clients, so they can get the film of one-on-ones and individuals, so they get an idea of what they're doing wrong, how they performed, and things like that. So,
okay, that's what's up. So
I'm pretty sure that's another aspect that no one else offers. I want to say for a fact, but I'm pretty sure no one offers film weekly from 3 different angles of their workouts.
But see,
I may be wrong, but I may be wrong.
Pick Six is different though. That's why Pick Six
Yeah.
is different.
Yeah.
Sometimes you can't tell everybody all the ingredients. You just say it's potato salad. You let them know it ain't no raisins in it. Then they know it's good to eat. You got sometimes they got to get a grip of it on their own. But it's always a pleasure to talk to you. It's always great to find out more information and reveal more resources for many of your student athletes watching to be able to partake of. Parents, if you're watching this, whether you're in state or out of state, but if you're definitely in the DMV, get in contact with my man, Coach Panker, today. You can reach him at 202-425-4438 or go to pick6academy.org. Spell it out, PICKSIX Academy.org today. You got something you want to leave with him, Coach?
No, man, I just, hopefully people will make it through this weather all right. And that's coming up. I think we get another dose. And just everyone be safe out there. Congratulations to everyone that got their admissions letters that are going to high school, their upcoming high school. And again, congratulations to a couple of guys that made the Big 33 from Archbishop Spalding that'll be participating in the Big 33 game, Maryland against Pennsylvania. Of course, one of our own, Logic Hudgens, will be playing corner for the Big 33 team representing Maryland. And Brevin Easton has just been added from Archbishop Spalding as a wide receiver for the Big 33 team. So to them dudes, man, and represent the state of Maryland in a couple months against Pennsylvania.
Yeah, man. I see they calling you. Man, I want to wish you a great day. And we got to find a way to hook up and get some of that Cray, man, because I started having come over, and I'm like, yeah, man, look, this is the Cray, and looking, and next thing you know, I'm like,
yeah, man, I gotta figure something out to get it. Maybe I should ship you some again or something like that, man. We gotta figure something out.
I was talking to my man Big Mark. We gotta wrap away from this, but
okay,
it'd be nice. It'd be nice if Cray made that trip to Canton.
Woo! Okay,
we'll talk. That's G14 class.
Yeah, and then 15th, right? We good for the 15th?
The 15th.
Yeah. You sent me over something this morning.
Oh, we'll talk about that. I got you. Yeah,
okay, yeah.
Be good with the 15th. Yeah, that's something else. I got memos set. So things kick out like it do. It's all good.
Okay.
All right, my man.
All right, I'll talk to you, man.
For me and you watching at home, you just heard it from my man himself, Coach John Panker. Pick Six Academy. Go to the website today, pick6academy.org, or give him a call directly at 202-425-4438. My man, Coach Panker, put studio falling apart and everything, the music going. I'm gone. Yo, I know y'all seen it. I know I wasn't the only one. But, I don't go through illusions. I'm going to let you know right now. And after an incredible 2.5 hours, we getting ready to give you some love. I'm going to let you know right now, whatever you do, put positivity into it. And as you put positivity into it, it will come back to you in twofold. It might not come back directly. It might go all the way around Robin Hood's barn first. But when it get back to you, the seeds you planted should reap what you put into them. So drop positive seeds so you see positive fruit. It's your boy Wayne the Voice Matthews, Ariana Don, the Weezy F. Veezy. For everybody who tuned in, the great guests that came on. And shouts out to my man Rob Burton out there, Coach's Corner Grill. Make sure you slide on through. Get some of that crab dip. Tell them the voice sent you for real. Hey. It's going down. Y'all be good. Hey, rep your team. Make sure if you want to be on the Pro Football Hall of Fame World Rank List, you need to holler at your boy The Voice or send us your information to the Voice Sports Universe page found right here on Facebook. That's Voice Sports Universe, VOYCE Sports, all one word, the universe. You know where it is, you know what we do.